Cancer, what's going on? What's popping? Hope y'all well out there and doing good. I know it's been a while. I've been trying to get back to you to wrap up these last 6 signs for the month. Well, for the week rather. I've been a little busy. You know, y'all know I do all kind of shit, and I've been a little busy, so kind of got a bunch of things wrapped up now. So I'm back on deck, and I'm gonna try to take the rest of the month to stay on task. As soon as I finish these 6, I'm gonna do the next elementals, the grouped up signs, fire, air, water, earth. So as soon as I finish, I got Leo next, Cappy, and Aquarius. So I'm gonna get them done today, and I'll start on the elementals. I'll probably do them tomorrow, and then I'm gonna come right back at y'all the course of the week, about the end of the week, maybe like Friday, Saturday. I'm gonna do the other all 12 signs all over again for the mid-month, and then next week I'll do another group of elementals, and then another 12 signs for the following week. So try to keep it on schedule from here on out. I got things under control now, But it's when you work for yourself, man, it's tough because it's hard as fuck to find good help, and it just is. People be talking that shit that they want to work, and then they get a check, you can't find their ass. Motherfucking Friday and Monday absenteeism and shit. So make you work harder. So it is what it is, but that's the game. But anyway, we're gonna get this popping. I want to thank y'all for stopping through. My fabulous supporters and subscribers, all the love y'all showed, the comments, the interaction, the donations, man, the bookings, and I ain't that old of a channel, man, so I feel good, about y'all. Y'all make me feel pretty good, in my craft. I done took some time in this shit. I ain't just started doing this shit. I was doing this shit off camera. I was doing this shit live, for friends and family and people like that, people that I know and shit. And that inspired me to do this shit in the public. You know what I'm saying? So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna bring it to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So here I am. I've been rolling since the beginning of the year. So damn near knocking on 1,000 subscribers and shit. So keep it rocking, man. Just keep it rocking. I'm gonna make a lot of changes. I'm gonna do a face reveal. I hit the 1,000 subscribers. I'm gonna do a face reveal and upgrade the studio. I got an actual studio that I do this shit in. This is what this place is. I don't use it for shit else. So I do music and shit. I got a lot of shit I'm gonna add. I'm gonna start doing intros with music and add a little something to the videos, a little editing and shit. Just ain't done it yet, but got a lot in store for the channel. So keep rolling with me. You'll see the changes. You'll see the things that I'm doing. I appreciate y'all. Y'all my people. Y'all my soul tribe. So I do this shit for y'all. I do this shit for the connection. I do this shit for the energy, for the Most High, for the universe. For us as a collective. Because I give a fuck. This is a way to give back. This is a way to help, people gauge and range what's going on in their life. How you can measure your own energy and tap into the timeline that we all on. You know what I'm saying? See how we fit. If we fit. You may not fit. You may have to go somewhere else. If you do, that's cool. Because you need to be where you need to be. So I'm mature in this shit. I ain't tripping. Get in where you fit in. Because it ain't shit gonna work for you nowhere else no motherfucking way, So gotta do what you gotta do. But if this is your spot, shit, you welcome. And I love your ass. You know that. So visitors, if this is your first time visiting, I want to thank you too for just stopping through. Shit, you could have steady been scrolling down the motherfucking feed, but you stopped here. So I welcome you, the Noble Magus Tarot. I am the Noble Magus. And we're going to do this for y'all at this particular time. Cancer. We're going to do this for y'all right now. We'll shuffle one more time. And we're going to pull a quick little 4-card spread. I might start doing extendeds and shit too. Because, you know, it'd be more to the story that I could go in on. And, you know, I could pull like oracle cards and, you know, other things I could do to add a little flavor to the little more definition and depth, you know, to the reading. So that's something that I'm going to start doing. Doing extendeds where you can go and check out like another whole, whatever I get, you know, 20, 30 more minutes of the same reading and shit, you know, in more detail, you know. And if I do it that way, I'll probably charge shit $4 or $5, you know. So whatever, that ain't no major money. But you know, the general readings are free, so you know, sometimes I'll be up to 30 minutes and shit. So I mean, if it's worth it, it's worth it. You know, if it's worth it to you, then participate, take advantage of it, you know. So we're gonna get right on into this. See what the deepest is hollering about. I don't like how these came out. Let me get a good roll in. And we got the Diablo. All right, Cancer. That definitely ain't you. Unless you got a little bit of earth in your chart. This is damn near upside down. Sideways and shit. Alright. This motherfucker show jumping, I know that. King of Swords. Got the Wheel. That's good. And we're going to clarify Diablo. And the Sun card wants to pop out. Damn. Alright. Clarifying the Devil. We got the Page of Swords. So he's showing his ass, clear and plain. Clarifying the Hangman. Five of Swords, Five of Cups came out for the Gemini reading. Cups, clarifying the King of Swords. This shit is upside down. And on the bottom of the deck, we got the 10 of Wands. So, alright, so we got the Devil, Capricorn, we got the Hangman, we got Pisces, we got the King of Swords, which is Capricorn and Aquarius, we got the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter, fire energy, we got the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is air, y'all know that, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Five of Cups, Cancer, no Pisces, Four of Cups is Cancer, and the Seven of Cups would be Pisces again. 10 of Wands, Sagittarius. And let's see. And the Page of Swords in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse. So off the top, we got the Devil, you know, representing addictions. Man, being bound to shit. whether it's food, sex, drugs, fucked up behavior. Man, that's just not the shit. So next to that, you know, and I want to go back to the devil can be a lot of different things. You know, overindulgent, addiction to sex, promiscuity, different types of sex, just stuck, bound to some shit. You know, drugs, alcohol, fucking pills. It could be a host of shit, a whole array of things. And only you know what that is. Either you or somebody you're dealing with. And they could even be keeping secrets. It could be some shit you ain't found out yet, or you just found out. Somebody might have a fucking drug addiction, you know? You don't know. You never know. So, and it's something that you know about because the hangman is next to the devil. And him being upside down, you know, he's not making the proper judgment call. He know what he need to do, but he just delaying some shit. So it's probably some shit that y'all know about, and maybe because you really in love or you, I don't know, got something keeping you bound to the situation, you know, because you can see both of them is stuck to the block that the fucking devil is perched on. And it ain't no strong ass, well, I don't know, I can't speak on that, but looking at the visual on the cards of art, you know, they got these chains on their neck, and if you look at them, they not tight. They could just lift that shit off their head and get the fuck out of there. But you know, when you involve in addictive shit, sometimes that shit might feel good, and you know, you like, fuck that, this shit too good. You know, and what's sometimes what feel good ain't good for your ass. You know, sometimes what start to feel good in the beginning, that shit become toxic as fuck. And you realize you done got yourself in some shit. So now, somebody perched on the motherfucking tree in the upside down, knowing they need to get the fuck out of there, knowing that ain't the shit they need to be doing, knowing they know fucking better, and they just hanging out. They just contemplating, dicking around, bullshitting around, you know, wasting time, delaying, not making the proper choice, which is making a choice. You know what I'm saying? And dealing with this King of Swords over here, maybe this King of Swords know what the fuck's going on. And Cancer, that could be you, could be the cross watcher, but I'm gonna read it as it's you because it's your reading. But if you need to reverse the roles, please do so. Ain't no need in pissing and moaning in the comments about that ain't me and all that kind of shit. If it's the other person, it's the other person, you know? We all grown here, we all adults here, you know? I label my videos not for children, so because of the language that I use and things like that, you know, so. But King of Swords on deck, ain't playing that shit. King of Swords want the truth. King of Swords is like, fuck that. Don't come over here with that bullshit. I got a double-edged sword, so either way, motherfucker, I'm cutting, swinging, both ways, coming and going. Your ass bound to get cut, so don't lie, right? And we got the Wheel of Fortune next to the King of Swords, because the King of Swords ain't bullshit. So the King of Swords may be taking into account his fortune. He may be paying attention. He may be saying, ever since I've been fucking with you, my money been a little fucked up. Ever since I've been fucking with you, this ain't been right. Or that ain't been right. You know, and when you fuck with toxic people will stop your cycles. toxic people will cut off your money. Because the universe trying to wake your ass up and tell you, you need to get away from this motherfucker. I want to give you some things. I want to shower you with some shit. I want to put some shit in your hands. But the universe ain't going to let shit come your way till you bounce, till you get away from this toxic shit, you know? That's how that shit works. And, man, it's like that, you know? Bottom of the deck, we got the ten of wands. So this whole shit burdensome as fuck. Got you doing 10 times the work. And this motherfucker that's probably, you know, addicted to some substance or, you know, out here being promiscuous, giving up the ass to everybody, slinging their balls every motherfucking where, you know, balls deep in everything, you know, shit is burdensome, you know. It's to the point where you gotta watch this motherfucker, you know, spying on him and shit, you know, cussing his ass out like 90 going north. Page of Swords in reverse is a brutal motherfucker. Brutal. He ain't playing. He kicking ass and taking names later. Straight up. He's impossible to deal with. This motherfucker has no filter at all. In the reverse, in the upright now, he bring a message, you know, he trying to seek out, you know, what's right, what's real, you know, checking things out, doing a little spying, you know what I'm saying? Seeing what's what, making sure shit, you know, everything is everything. But in the reverse, this motherfucker here ain't no joke. So, next to that, we got the 5 of Cups, clarifying the Hangman. So this clarifies for me and verifies for me that this motherfucker knows what's going on. And he knows what's going on so much so that it done broke his fucking heart. You know what I'm saying? He's very sad, very distressed. Probably got played. I'm feeling a sense of betrayal. You know, you probably thought this motherfucker was solid. You probably thought, you know, it was just us, you know. This my woman, you know, she loved me, I love her, we in this shit together. You know, well, that's my man, I love him, and, you know, I'll do anything for him. And, you know, it feel like somebody that took advantage of a motherfucker and was a player, you know, was out fucking everybody and just, you know, giving to other people, you know, just doing a lot of reckless shit. That's what it feel and look like to me. Real shit. Somebody was reckless as fuck. They didn't give a fuck. They was in the moment, you know, living their life by the moment. That shit don't work. Not when you mature. You know, when you got shit to lose, you don't do that shit. You know, you bring your money home to the motherfucking house. Ain't no fucking all that extra shit. Partying with hoes and, you know, you got 2, 3 niggas on the side and shit. You know, that shit is dead. That shit'll ruin your whole shit. So, but if that's how you swing it, you know, hey, that's on you. Whatever floats your boat, you know. But on this shit here, this shit ain't looking good. So it's like now, since the motherfucker heart broke, instead of focusing on what could be, instead of focusing on any new opportunity, we got the 4 of Cups, clarifying the King of Swords. And rather than pay attention to what could be, rather than pay attention to any new opportunities that could come, this motherfucker just worried about the cups in front of him. The same 3 that spilled. And this is all he looking at. Or she, because you know ain't no gender in tarot. So that's all they focused on. They ain't looking at what could be. They ain't looking at new possibilities. You know, because after this shit that happened, somebody got to go. You know, and it looked like they had so many fucking options. You know, which wasn't nothing but illusions and delusions and confusion. That's all this shit is here. You got the 7 of Cups. Everything on a misty cloud, you know? All this shit in all these cups, right? You got the snake, which is in this card representing something evil and not good, you know, but the snake symbolically don't mean that. The snake is a good thing. But for this, you know, for this reading and for the sake of this card, you know, it's appearing to be a deceptive option. You know, then you got a dragon and a little baby dragon in another cup. You know what I'm saying? You got the winner's laurel in another cup. And if you look closely, it's a skull on that motherfucker too. Look at that shit. It's like a skull and shit on the fucking cup. So then you got rubies and gems and shit, all the shiny pretty things, you know, all the bling, you know, all this shit is deceptive. Real shit. Castles and shit built in the sky. Castles don't fucking belong in the sky. They crash and fall in the sky. Right? Remind me of an old ass song. I don't know, all of y'all might not be hip to it, but it's a song called Ice Cream Castles by Morris Day. Morris Day in the Time, if y'all, you know, hip to that shit. I don't know how old y'all is, but I listened to every fucking thing growing up. So, yeah, man, you know, like I say, castles and shit don't fucking belong in the sky. Then you got a little woman head and another one, you know, pretty little head, pretty little woman and shit, you know. So motherfucker confused theyself. They was delusional. They was confused. They was under illusion. And it appears that they missed the cup that was the real cup, and that's the one that's illuminated with the fucking cover over it. So all these options weren't good, you know, and just because you got options don't mean you should take all of them. You have to use your fucking mind, your third eye, your heart, your spirit, you know, you have to be wise. You know, if you're connected to somebody that you give a fuck about, you don't risk your relationship for no bullshit, you know? So, that's clarifying the wheel of fortune. So that makes me, that poses another, little tug on my intuition, you know, because it appears to me that like with the wheel of fortune being clarified by the seven of cups, it's like maybe the fucking wheel ain't even gonna even turn it in your favor now. Like, damn, you know? Or it is, but you gotta choose the right thing, you know? Because apparently, yeah, that's what it is. Because we got all this shit going on back here with Mr. Toxic over here, or Miss Toxic, you know? Mr. or Mrs. Community ass draws, or, you know, Mr. or Mrs. You know, drug addict or whatever the fuck they doing to be toxic, you know. It could be just eating too much. It could be a whole bunch of shit, like I said. But you know what it is, and you may have tolerated that shit or turned a blind eye to that shit. And now that shit done got out of control, and now it's not to be ignored anymore. Now you gotta put your sword up. You know, now your fortune is on the line, you know, whether the wheel gonna turn for you or not. And I believe the wheel is finna turn for you, but you're gonna have to leave this shit in the background. Because if you continue trying to fuck with this addictive shit, or this person that got all this shit going on, this toxic individual over here that had you stuck and bound like a motherfucker, you ain't gonna see this. No, the universe ain't gonna give you shit. The universe gonna reward you when you make the right motherfucking choice and have enough guts and enough spirit and know-how, spiritual know-how and intellect, you know, to choose the right fucking thing. Not all these fucking cups. The right fucking thing. And that whatever that is, you know what it is. I'm not here to tell you what it is. Your spirit will tell you. Your higher self will tell you. You know, connect to your higher self. You got all these burdens and shit going on. You know, you need to tune out so you can tap in. You got a lot of bullshit going on. You got a lot, you pressed on every side. Take a break. Real shit, take a break, meditate. However long you need. As long as you stay clear from the shit that had you burdened down. As long as you stay clear from the shit from the weighty matters, you know, that had you second guessing yourself, you know, that bring you to a place of fucking despair, you know, hurting on the inside, not willing to see what you really could have before you, because you're too busy focused on your emotions and shit, you know. Let this shit go so you can focus and be clear and start a new path. You know, that's what this shit is calling for, you know. You ain't gotta listen to me. I'm just saying what I see, and from living life and, you know, gaining wisdom from my own fuck ups. I'm just speaking it, you know, for what it is, you know. So, Cancer, you know, that's what we got. You know, and I'm here, you know, to uplift. I'm here to help. I'm here to see, you know, propose a new perspective. However which way you see it, you know, for you to take it in and see how this ranges, engages with your situation, circumstances, you know, with your life. But ultimately, it's you that do the choosing. Ultimately, it's you that has to use your own discernment, your own spiritual insight, you know, and you have to deal with this shit from an emotionally intelligent perspective. You know, I'm just a fucking reader on fucking YouTube. You know, I'm just reading the cards. And, you know, if this is your life, Cancer, or cross watcher, if this is you, you know what you got to do, you know. So I encourage you to do what's right for yourself. I encourage you to love yourself first. Spoil yourself. Treat yourself fucking exceptionally well. You know what I'm saying? Don't tolerate no bullshit, and don't get yourself mixed up in some shit that you know ain't good, you know. Don't let nobody tempt you, you know. Be stronger than that, you know. Don't let nobody tempt you with sex and drugs and, you know, gifts and shit, money and shit. You worth more than that, you know. You worth more than some ass. You know, you worth more than little fucking trinkets and shit, you know, watches and little bullshit. I don't give a fuck what they cost. You worth more than that shit, you know. And if don't no motherfucker love you, I love you, you know that. So, you know, do right for yourself. Don't get entrapped. Don't let nobody trap you up. Don't let nobody, you know, take you down and shit, you know, because they can't see the bigger picture. You better be able to see that shit for yourself. You know, most of us got children and shit. So we got to do right by them first, you know. Doing right by you is doing right by them. So don't be selfish, you know. Do what's right for you so it can trickle down, you know. So that's what I got for you, Cancer. You know I love you. And I thank y'all for, you know, coming through, checking out the video for the week. And, you know, like, comment, share, subscribe. You know, leave a donation if you feel the need to. Also, don't forget to check out your natal charts and shit. If you need a reading, hit me up in the email. If you need a natal chart reading, hit me up in the email. If you want to vent, hit me up in the email. Like, that's what I'm here for, man. That's what I do. All right. So, peace, love, and light to y'all. Take care of your people. Take care of yourself. And use good discernment. Use your spiritual wit. All right. Peace, love, and light. Catch you on the next one.